it feels like we've seen these before. Hey, what's good guys? My name is Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look and review on these. I don't know what to call these.
They're not the grape sixes.
I'll talk about that in a second. Now before we deep dive into these guys, we do have a quick word from our sponsor. The good folks over at And1 wanted us to remind you guys that And1 is officially back. And no, not just with new models, they actually brought out a ton of their classics. From the And1 Rise to the Chosen One, and yes, even the fan favorite Tai Chi. All of these shoes are available currently over at and1.com, and they're available in both new colorways and original colorways. It's pretty awesome. If you wanted something for off-court, they even brought back the 2 Chillin' as well, which I think is badass. It's the original off-court lifestyle shoe. If you're on the fence on copying any of these things, we do have reviews on almost all of them. However, they do have a 3-pack, what they're calling the retro pack, available right now, where you can get all 3 of the retros in any color. You can mix and match and all that stuff, even the sizes. And it brings the price down from $347 all the way down to $250.
Shut up and take my money.
So you save a little bit of cash, you can grab a friend a gift, and you can get yourself a classic too, however it is that you would like to do it. If you were interested in checking anything out that And1 has to offer, we do have a direct link down below in our description box. And if you happen to be watching this on Instagram, we do have a link in our bio. Now, as for these guys right here, they are being dubbed the Aqua Air Jordan 6. Almost said Air Jordan 8.
Oops, sorry.
And yes, they are reminiscent of the grape colorway and everything like that, even though they're calling them the Aquas, like I was saying before, more of an ode to the Jordan 8. Why? I don't know. I mean, yes, they just came out in the playoff colorway, but like, if you're gonna do this, I know that some people would prefer the Aqua 8s instead. I'm just saying. Not that they didn't just retro what feels like yesterday, even though it wasn't. It was like 2015. But still, and I don't know where mine are. I think they're right up there, but I need a ladder. I love that retro, by the way. Those 2015 Aqua 8s, those were almost perfect. Anyways, the reason why I was saying that it feels like we've seen these before is basically because we have. Not as an actual release though. This is a customizer special right here. There was a time when customizers were just going absolutely bonkers with creating custom colorways of Air Jordans. They were doing remixes and all that stuff. There was Grape Jordan 4s, Grape Jordan 6s, which is what these are really reminiscent of, both in the black grape and the regular white grape colorway as well. So this to me feels like Jordan Brand is grasping at straws once again, and they're just kind of like it's one thing to take like a fake and then make it real, but to jack somebody's custom creation and then make it real, it just doesn't sit well.
I feel dirty.
So while these aren't exactly identical to those custom grape versions of the shoe, they are very similar. I wish that they would have gone a little bit further to separate these from those customs that we would see years ago and actually do some stuff that was on the Air Jordan 8. I don't know, put some glitter on the midsole to make it look like the actual Air Jordan 8 midsole. Or instead of having this purple Jumpman right there, you could have had a red one, because I don't know, the Aqua 8s did. You could have done something to make them a little bit different besides just flipping the colors right here. That's all they did. The Aqua 8, or I keep calling them the Aquas now, but the grapes, this was purple and I think this was teal. They switched 2 little colors up and they called it a day. I don't know. It just seems weird. Now, as far as the shoe itself is concerned, the outsole is still beautiful. You can't go wrong there. It looks awesome. The midsole itself is polyurethane. Inside that polyurethane midsole is an encapsulated 4-foot air unit. If you wanted to see what it looked like, we got a picture right here, coincidentally enough, from an Air Jordan 8 Aqua. And then obviously you got that visible unit right there in the back. The shoe itself is board lasted for anybody curious. And then the insole is pretty awesome looking, I will say, even though it is a dream cell. Now, as far as the colors and things like that, I'm not mad at this. I do think that it looks good. I just do find it strange that they're borrowing from customizers and stuff. I think the last time that I remember them doing that is for that championship pack where it was like the 6, 7, and 8s. And it was like all original themed colorways, but they were all reflective uppers. And Saya, Devlin, did that first. Like he literally reconstructed the shoe with a reflective material. And then a few years later, there was this pack mysteriously from Jordan Brand. I was like, what the heck? So it's just stuff like that where it just doesn't sit right. At least pay tribute to the OG of like whoever's doing it. Like if you're gonna borrow somebody's work, at least be like, hey, we got this inspiration from. And even if there's multiple customizers, at least just say customizers, because then they'll feel validated. They'll be like, oh, we've been seen. You know what I mean? Instead, it literally looks like you're knocking off their work, and it just is weird. Is it a great colorway though? Yes, it is. Are the materials great? I don't want to call them great, but they are nice. You know what I mean? It's actual suede on here. The simplest comparison that I can make for this shoe is like to a previous release is the Racer Blue Air Jordan 5. I think that's what they were called, right? The ones that like had that black suede upper, felt like a slipper, looked like one too. This material is very similar, if not identical to those, even down to the whole like ashy, like faded look. Some people are not gonna like that. If you don't like that kind of like dingy looking black, then you probably won't like these at all. However, if you love really soft materials that just conform around your foot, especially if you might be a wide footer, this guy right here is gonna be damn near perfect for you. I think the other thing that I just don't like is just the purple is so flat. The aqua tone looks great. It's so glossy, it looks dope. The flat purple though, it just needs something like glitter. Did you like the glitter on the Jordan 8s? Some people really didn't like it.
The glitter doesn't bother me.
Okay, you are a Barbie girl, so. As for the other features, they basically have the same exact stuff that every other Air Jordan 6 has. We got the little lace lock up there. See, this is where they could have also have done something cool where you got the Jumpman on one side, and if you would have flipped it over, they've done this before, and it has the 23 that's on the cross straps. I mean, come on, dude. Just hire me already. You also have the purple Jumpman or Concord Jumpman right there on the little lace flap. That thing is openable, is that a word?
Yeah, it opens.
But is openable.
It is openable.
Okay.
You are able to open it.
This is true, but is open. I need to look this up. It's a real word. It's an adjective. Openable, in parentheses, not generally comparable, comparative, more openable, superlative, most openable, then highlighted, capable of being opened, which is probably what I should have said in the first place.
That's exactly what I said, I think.
I'm just saying, like...
Is it able to be opened?
Yes. Batman, Robin. Cool. But anyways, there is a little flap right there. That's supposed to be so that, one, you can relace the shoes easier, because trying to get them through that thing is going to be a pain in the ass if it wasn't openable. But it's also for if you didn't want to use that lace lock and you are actually playing in these things, you can tuck your laces behind that, snap it closed. They should not become undone. Then you have the pull tab on the front, which was interesting. This was like never before done before at that time, where you had not just a pull tab in the back of the shoe, but one on the tongue of the shoe. That was sick. And still is today. Then you got the spoiler in the back, and per usual, the muted branding and stuff like that. I do wish also that this was colored. I know that it's not typically on original pairs of the Air Jordan 6, but let's be honest here. These aren't an original colorway, so do something different. Like if you're gonna go for it, then go for it. So yeah, I would have loved to have seen a yellow circle, red Jumpman, purple letters, teal letters even. It would have been cool. Or it would have been cool if there was some matching apparel with these guys. And then that was Jordan 8-ish. That'd have been sick. Because that's the thing with this. As soon as I see the box, I'm reminded of like 90s jumpsuits and starter jackets. Like I just cannot not see that when I see these. Now, as far as the sizing is concerned, you can do one of two things. You can go true to size. You should be good to go if you have a narrow or slim foot. You may want to go down half a size, especially with this material option. The suede here is very soft. That's one thing I definitely like the toe is not super like boxy and structured. So when you're in here and you're going to be breaking these in and wearing them daily, they're going to warp a little bit and stretch out. That's the only like downside to suede, depending on who you ask. If you got a wide foot, like I said, you're gonna probably like these. If you have a narrow or slim foot, you might not once you start wearing them around and everything. So true to size for most people, and then down half a size if you want that super snug, nice fit. But with all that being said, sound off below and let us know what you think about these in the comment section. They will be available in almost all sizes. Retail price for the men's is a whopping 200 bucks. So if you're interested, be prepared. You're gonna have to shell out some cash. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let us know what you think about these in the comment section. Are these hot? Are these not? Or more importantly, do you feel that the brand should be giving a little bit of credit in their item description on sneakers towards customizers that truly did come up with colorways just like this? Sound off below and let us know. Thank you so much for being here. We will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, have a good one.